a magical bond between direwolves and Stark children. Observing their relationships, I noticed that every shade of wolf color carries their character and personality. A strong will that carries pride in itself, non-acceptance of others, and perseverance in the personal. Combativeness that knows no defeat, caring for yourself and yours. Those shades are the shades of the personal character of Ghost, which is a mirror of Jon Snow. Ghost is completely different from his brothers. Like Jon, he was the smallest puppy in the pack who weighed his destiny with magical threads and became one of the main leaders and one of the few who survived. Inspired by those magical threads, I wanted to weave a material with all the shades of his character, which will pour out on me with warmth on his fur. I encouraged the wolf inside me and went to work. His big, fluffy, pure white fur that looks innocent and naive was certainly an instruction for me when choosing yarn, and his blood-red eyes inspired me for the contrast in the material, which broke the cold and isolated feeling. I emphasized fowl fox yarn, which gave me a fluffy effect in the weaving, and for extra softness and strength in the material, I used chenille, boucle, wool, and mohair with a combination of acrylic. For red, I chose yarns of different tuft structures from polyamide and polyester, as well as red boucle. For warping, I used thin white wool and shaggy polyester, while threads I pulled out the rigid headloom 15-inch. As another project in the Wolf series, my focus was exclusively on the Wolf effect and playing with different kinds of materials and their structure using plain weaving. I started weaving with white boucle and white chenille yarn. I added the dark blood red boucle, whose color and structure in puffy white materials gave a strong contrast and refreshment. And of course, I immediately added my favorite fowl fox yarn, which has more effect in the weaving. And those are the wolf effect, softness and warmth. I pulled out their tuft structure with a needle. Since I pulled all the threads for this project at the very beginning, and those terminate the sequence of repeating colors and materials, the journey could begin. During the weaving process, I often check the softness of the material. In addition to beautiful red textures, which gave an excellent contrast in the weaving, I decided to continue weaving in one part only with white yarns. After the snow white part, I returned to the red threads and continued the repetition until the end of the weaving. My gold scarf is almost done. Before taking the material off the loom, I always double check the woven material. When I was sure that everything was okay, I returned the material to its previous position and began to cut the work from the loom. Sewing 4 stripes I left to my tailor, who also sewed the red lining. At the end, I sewed the buckle and the label by hand. And what do you think of the end of this result? Write me down in the comment. And thank you so much for watching this video and see you in the next one.